Hey, I was thinking if you like the A minor scale, you might want to review some A minor triads. Let's start on the three skinny strings. I'm using a delay. I'm going to try to play some finger picking with that tempo like this. So there's my first one. It's a 2-1-0 or ACE. It's just the three skinny strings of a full A minor chord. So I'm playing like thumb 1 2 1, thumb index middle index. You can also snag all three. So yeah, I'm just trying to coordinate with the timing of the delay pedal. Just for something to do. So yeah, man, that's like A, C, E, C. Remember, an A minor triad will be the root, third, and fifth. The root is A. The third, well, it's a flatted third, is C. And the fifth is E. So you can use a delay pedal to make your practice a little more fun. Okay, let's scoot on up to the next one. This one's going to be at the 5th fret, a bar chord. I recommend the pointer finger laying flat. You got a C, E, A there at the 5-5-5. 5-5-5. And you can practice connecting those two, like all right, pretty simple, right? I hope it's not too hard. Probably a lot of you guys already know this, but if you don't, I just want to make sure nobody's left out of these fun things to practice. Next one looks like a D minor chord. You remember D minor down here? D minor, E minor, F minor, G minor, A minor. Same shape. It's a 9-10-8, which is E, A, C. Middle, ring, pink, index. So that's E, A, C. And you can use the same picking. And you could practice connecting with this one. And back down. Then we can get one up here at 14, 13, 12. It's just like the first one, only an octave higher. So like this was ACE, this is ACE. They really do sound cool. So if you're practicing or trying to play a solo over a song and you think it's in the key of A minor, sometimes grabbing these little triads are really cool, or you can use them as filler, sort of like keyboard parts, or just kind of a background sound. So the same sort of deal. And while we're at it, we can get up here at the 17th. So that's a mirror image of the fives, just an octave higher. That was fun. You can use whatever finger you want, just depends. So if I use my middle, it'd be the 17, C, E, A. And yes, there is actually room for the D minor shape up here on a Les Paul, but it's kind of crowded with this, there's a big block of wood here, and you gotta smash your hand up into that and really cram it in there and enjoy the pain. That's a 21, 20, no, 21, 22, 20, E, A, C. That's not that comfortable. And of course we can connect them all. Maybe. Whoa. I was having a little trouble there. Let's see if I can do that. Yikes. Strain. All right. Well, maybe they're not that easy to... I'm blaming the guitar, okay? But you can definitely get through the first few. It's just, it's kind of a long scale of chords to play, but it does get you moving, and that's, you know, really what I'm doing here is trying to get you to not get stuck in one pattern, but connect patterns. I'm gonna slow it down, relax, man. Yeah, try that on a Les Paul. Let me know how it goes. But still, I love the Les Paul very much. But yeah, it does. That is a factor when you go up here. It's just, you know, that's a big chunk of lumber you gotta work around. So if you've got one that's contoured here with the modern kind of heel, congratulations. Or a Paul Reed Smith or something with a better cutaway. Maybe a Strat or a Telly, I don't know. But still, those are fun. So those triads are just, these are probably the ones I would start with A minor. And if that's a little over the top, don't worry about it. You can get it later. But you got like an A minor shape. This is kind of shaped like an A minor bar chord here. This is shaped like a D minor here. So this would be kind of an E shaped, an E minor shape. This is a D minor shape. Then it just starts over. So you got A minor shape, E minor shape, D minor shape, which does kind of conform to my theory about guitar. Everything's based on the E string, A string, D string, maybe G. You can always trace your basic shapes back to those 4 big strings. You know, if you want to add C shape, that's fine, but that's for later maybe. I would master those shapes, the E shapes, A shapes, D shapes, maybe G shapes and C shapes. Those would be later, but the 3 really great ones are E, A, D for rock and roll, and most comfortable stuff is E, A, D shapes. All right, I'm rambling, but you can also move these triads in a string. And one more string over. Let's see if I can do that. Whoa. Yes, I can. What's this one like? This one's weird. And it doesn't work as well. You can do different things here. So we'd have to modify it. Think about that a little bit. And you go to the big strings. A little harder. But very cool. So maybe we'll get in, we'll jump a string over if you guys like this. Let me know what you think. All right, it's 11:30. I gotta leave about 1:20, so I got time to goof around a little more. So who knows? Maybe I'll get in another video, but I gotta definitely get my equipment, my amps all lined up, and it's gonna be fun rocking out again today. So have a great rest of the day. Let me know what you think about A minor scale and A minor triads. Thanks for letting me be a small part of your guitar day. Keep practicing. See what happens if you practice early in the morning, mid-morning, afternoon, later afternoon, early evening, and later evening. See if you can get in a full day of maybe, 45-minute practices. Get in like half-hour practices, but play all day. See what happens from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, if you can escape the routine and what everybody wants you to do as far as work and stuff. But I'm just encouraging you to find more time to practice. And thanks again. So I'll talk to you later. Thank you.